Well, welcome everyone to our work from home Qigong series with myself, the Wildflower Clinic, and of course we have the Vena CBD team here all ready to learn as well. So we are going to talk a little bit about what Qigong is before we get started. So Qigong has been around for 4,000 years. It is actually started, it has lineage from the Shang dynasty, which does date back 4,000 years ago. So in traditional Chinese medicine, it's actually the way that we're supposed to move our body in line with our energetic flow, with our qi that circulates from ourselves and all living things around us. So we all have electromagnetic fields that we send off to other people, that we interpret from other people and from other living things. The goal of Qigong is really to open up some of these meridians, feel good, visualize some nice colors, which I'll take you guys through, and really get rid of anything that does not serve us. So we do Qigong with pretty much all of our patients here at the Wildflower Clinic. It's really an imperative model to really any sort of healing protocol. So we are going to get started, and I'm going to walk us through some of our first steps. So if everyone can get to a standing position, let's see how far I have to go back. Perfect. And so as opposed to yoga that normally starts in a seated position, Qigong is always going to be starting in a standing position. And so starting Qigong, we always want to start in a position called the Dantian Position. So if you are a woman-bodied individual, you simply put your right hand near your solar plexus or right on the hip area and your left hand on top. If you are a male-bodied individual, you are going to mirror that and put the right hand on top of the left. So whatever you feel comfortable with today. And that is going to start us in our Dantian position. So as you're here, we have a slight bend in the knees, so we're very neutral. Our feet come out about hip width distance here. So in our Dantian position, this is really our energy field. This is our elixir field, as it's called in TCM medicine. This is where the majority of our energy lives, in our solar plexus region. So starting our Qigong practice here, we might want to move side to side, feeling the energy around us. Eyes come down to a close. And begin to take a deep breath through the nose as we begin to become still. And an open mouth exhale. Inhaling through the nose, making sure our shoulders are dropped. And exhaling out anything that does not serve us. One more breath like this on your own accord. Okay, our first movement in Qigong, the way I teach my patients, is we always want to start with something called tapping. So we're first going to tap our throat chakra, which just lives from the bottom of our chin to the bottom of our collarbone here. And we're simply going to take our 4 fingers here, and we're just going to tap up and down the throat chakra. Maybe our eyes fall closed again. And using a pressure that feels good to us. And just noticing here, if this is serving us, this is making us maybe feel a little uncomfortable. Or if this feels like it feels really good, it feels like it's moving some stagnation around. We'll stop tapping the throat chakra and we'll move to 2 fists. So once we have our 2 fists, we're actually going to tap the back of our system. So from our lower spine down to the buttocks, right on both sides of our spine. And come back to our neutral standing position. We're actually waking up our kidney qi channels by doing this, opening up all of our Jing essence, which is our sexuality, our creativity, and our inspiration. A few more just down the back. And this should feel really nice. And then we'll take our two fists and we'll move to the front of our hips. So now we're going to tap along the groin. So up from the tops of our hip bones, down into our center and back up. And this is opening up our hinges. This is opening up all the flexibility of the legs. Remembering to breathe here. Okay. And our arms can come to our side. That's how I like to start all of the beginning exercises before we get into the actual Qigong movements, just so our system is warm. We're ready to do some movement now. So who's ready for some Qigong? Okay. All right, perfect. So we've done our tapping. The first exercise that I always like patients to start with, maybe you want to start with it at home when you're adopting a new Qigong work from home routine. It's called reaching for the heavens. The way it works is you're going to have both feet, again, hip or shoulder distance, whatever feels comfortable for you. Slight bend in the knees. We're flexible. We're able to move if we need to. And we're going to inhale, our arms come down beneath us, inhaling the energy from the earth, coming all the way up to our head. As we get to our head, we're going to interlock our hands and press above us. And our arms come down to our side. We'll do a couple more of theirs. Inhale, reach energy from the earth, connect, and push up as our head follows. And we should feel a really nice stretch along the lower back, the neck. Inhale, visualize grabbing energy from the earth. Connect the palms, press over the crown chakra. Maybe we come onto the tips of our toes if that feels nice. And arms come down to our side. We'll do two more on our own pace here. Press. And fall. Gather the rich energy from the earth, visualizing green and yellow. And as we exhale at the top, visualize anything dark leaving the system. No longer serves us. And we always come back to our Dantian position in between exercises as a cleansing ritual. So 2 breaths here. And that exercise just opened up our spleen and stomach channels. And now we're going to move on to an exercise called the archer. So this is one maybe you've seen folks doing in the park. It's more of a Tai Chi exercise. And so it goes like this. So we will again be in our neutral stance here, inhaling the energy. And as we exhale, our right arm is going to come under our rib. Our left arm is going to go out like an arch, and our head follows. Back to center, and we will repeat on the other side. Inhale, and left arm comes under the rib, right arm out as our protection. Head follows. Back to center. Inhale, and a loud shh. Good. Exhale. Down to the center, feeling the system. Inhale. Shh. This is your chi force that we're cultivating here. Down to the center again. Inhale. Out as the head follows. It's really important for our kidneys as well. Inhale again. Out to the right. And we'll do one more of those on each side in your own. And coming back to our Dantian position. So how did that one feel for people? It should feel empowering. It should feel like there's strength cultivated. Feels good? Okay, good. Awesome. So the next one we're going to do is called turning the head. So again, I'm going to come a little closer here. We're in our neutral position. Our knees are bent. I like to stand a little bit wider for this one, as this is going to open up our heart and lung meridians. So what we're going to do here is, again, inhale. And we're simply going to twist so our head is actually facing directly behind us. So we inhale, and back to the center. Make sure our knees are bent here. Inhale, and back. We want to try and get our head as in line with directly behind us as possible. Inhale, back to center. Inhale, feel the energy cultivation. Exhale, twist as the head looks behind us. Good, this is for a perspective change. We never get to look behind us in our normal day-to-day. So this is really important for our heart and lung channels. We'll do two more of those. Inhale, and back to center. Inhale. Beautiful. Okay, shake it out. We'll come back to Dantian. Take a couple breaths here. Making sure our shoulders are not up to our ears. Our shoulders are neutral. Our tongue is removed from the roof of our mouth. Okay, the next one is going to be reaching for vitality. So I'm going to show you from this angle so that you can see what I'm doing. So for this one, the way it's going to work is we're actually using our hands to help to cultivate our own life force. So we're using our own chi to help our body's chi get raised. So the way it works is we inhale, we put our hands on our kidney back, in the back there, right here, kidney arena. And as we inhale, we're going to draw our palms all the way down our legs to our feet. And then we're going to switch to the front, still touching our system. And then we're going to do an arch as we exhale. So we're inhaling as we're feeling all the way down our system, the back side. Once we get to the bottom, we're switching to the front sides of our feet, up to our thighs. And our exhale is an arch. So one more, just so you get the hang of it. Switching to the front, curving the back, and arching for vitality. Good. And now the next extension of that is we're going to continue to go down this time, same as we have. Back first, front of the legs. And now we're actually going to do our arms open arch. So we come up and we're going to lean into an open arm arch. So two more like that with the open arm. And really feel the energy that you're cultivating as you touch all your system. Come up and exhale. Inhaling as we go down, sending energy to all of our leg meridian, all of the heart kidneys. And exhale. And come back to center. Sometimes that can be a really big heart opening effect for some individuals, especially if you're dealing with chronic illness or you're looking to boost immunity. You might want to repeat that about 20 times in a morning routine, which might seem like a lot. But once you get into the routine, you know, you're flowing, maybe you put some music on, light a candle, it can be really, really nice and supportive. So we'll come back to our Dantian. We just have one more exercise I'm going to show you guys today. Inhaling. One more. Good. So this one is called the dragon. This is one of my absolute favorite Qigong exercises. For this one, you're going to step a little bit closer so your feet do touch in this. Your arms will come to a prayer position here. And the way this works is one side of your system is going to be moving out to the left, let's say, as your hips and your kneecaps are going to be going out to the right. So that's the general action. It's more like a push-pull action we're looking for. So for this one, it's going to go like this. We're going to swoop left. Our head looks to the right as our knees and hips pop out to the right. And then we're going to swoop over to the right side. Head looks to the left, knees and hips follow to the left too. So once you get it down, it should look something like this. Moving with your own breath, pushing and pulling. This is so supportive for the spine. Good, everyone looks awesome. And you can slow it down if you want to. Say, let's say this feels good. Really have a nice stretch going. You can hold it. You can also go up high to the heavens as the head follows. And you can go low to the earth. And so I'll let you guys have a couple breaths here to just play around with your dragon. Remembering to breathe. Beautiful. It's so supportive for the immune system. It's absolutely amazing for T cell production and for boosting the vital life force. And whenever you feel ready, come back to center. And we'll step our feet back out to hip position here, again in our Dantian position. And we're going to close the practice in a very specific way that Qigong teachers and people who practice Qigong do. So the way it works is whatever hand is on top for you. So again, women bodies, we have our left hand. Male-bodied individuals, we have our right hand on top. Your left hand's on top, you're going to lead with that. Right hand's on top, you're going to lead with that. We'll come to our neutral position and we'll inhale our front hand up and over us like a halo. And exhale as we bring it through the center. Our next arm goes up, overhead, inhale. And we bring it down through center. I encourage you to close your eyes for the next round. Inhale up overhead. Exhale out anything that does not serve you. Inhale, reach up over the head. For the last round of this, I want you guys to practice lion's breath. So as we inhale, we're inhaling through the nose. When we exhale, I want you to actually stick your tongue out and go like this. So we're going to inhale through the nose, lion's breath, loud exhale. Good. Inhale through the nose, make it as loud as you can. And come back to our Dantian position. And now this is where personal growth and development happens. I want you all to feel right now with your hands a scan of your system. Does anything feel warmer? Can you feel the energy that you've cultivated around you? Does it feel tingly? And go with those feelings. If you're feeling warm sensation, that's often an area that might need a little bit more support. So a lot of folks today feel that around the throat chakra region for many reasons. Or are you feeling it above your crown chakra, above your head? And just sitting with that. That is the energy that you have just created. And that is what helps to boost your own vital force. And so with that, we will say thank you to the Qigong teachers. Thank you for all of you for joining us today. We hope that you'll practice Qigong again. So thank you guys for that. That was just a quick intro that I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you repeat it. If you did find that this was really supportive for you, or you felt really good doing this, it's an awesome practice to adopt for a daily meditative exercise routine that will undoubtedly help to just boost your own vitality, which we all want. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dana.
Do this.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah,
Good.
just even getting up and stretching in the middle of the day and just moving the body feels so good.
Good. And yeah, it's something that you can also, work into a 3 times a day. If you just did 5 minutes here and there, it's so great for the muscles. And we want to live long and we want to live vitally. So this is something that really, really supports that.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you.
Guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah,
And I'm sure I will be speaking to you guys soon.
sounds good.
Good
Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.